everyone, and a very warm welcome back to my channel. I'm back, as I said, with the beautiful cat's journal to show you. Now this is a kit from Nicola at the paper Cameo, and it is called Cats in Italy. And I'm not quite sure whether these cats are having a holiday in Italy or they're actually living in Italy. But anyway, they're tourists in Italy and they have some gorgeous pictures of themselves in Italian scenes, like postcards. So I'll show you what I have done with this kit. I did set out to do a completely different journal, but there's another journal that is very similar to what I had in mind. It's already beautiful, so I thought I'll do something different, and I've gone with a blue journal. Surprise, surprise. I have chosen a fabric that is a little bit patchwork. It's a little bit vintage, and I really chose it because of these sort of grapevine-y leaves on the bottom, and they reminded me of Italy with all the wines and the vineyards and lovely Italian scenery, so that's why I chose this one. So it's a soft cover. I have used the little brass corners to stop it from getting roughed up on the edges, and I've just put this lovely silk binding ribbon as a tie on the front. And this lovely cat here in her gorgeous dress with the pink roses and her sweet little shoes, I've nicknamed her Millie. So Millie will be taking us through all the lovely scenes of Italy here. And I've used a little bit of ticking behind her there and just layered it up a little bit and stitched around there. So the back is just the fabric, which is quite pretty, I think, on its own. You can see that's quite layered itself in its pattern, so there's enough going on there that you don't really need to add much more to it. So I've added lots of little pieces of vintage lace from tablecloths, lace cotton. This is a shell button that I've just stitched on there, and I'll take you inside to have a look. I hope that you can see that okay, because I'm just having trouble getting up high enough. Okay, so inside the cover we have this lovely cat here, Kitty, to greet us with her doll and her antique chair. Beautiful vintage scene around her in that paper, and a lovely Italian building in the background there. She's having her portrait done. And over here I've got just a little pop out, and we've got the kitty that was on the cover, and I don't know whether you can see inside of there, but I've just got some cat stamps that are covering over some little magnets that I put in there to help keep that closed. And I've got a little tuck spot in behind there. I have some lovely vintage Italian scene tags, and these are from Roxycreations. So I've used a set of hers to complement the cats in Italy, and just put little tops on those. I've tried to use papers that look a little bit Italian, like the background cardstock here sort of mimics the Florence papers of Italy, and I've used a lot of vintage laces there. So over here we have a little collection of goodies. We have some blossom from the garden. We have a Roma La Scala Santa postcard, which is an original vintage postcard there. And a little clip of the Leaning Tower of Pisa and a little description of how it became that way. Thought that was cute. Just the kind of thing you'd pick up if you were having a little tourist trip around Italy. Here we've got a little cat stamp. That's a Makey stamp, and she's looking at a map of where she's going in her little journey around Italy, and some texture paste there to give you a little bit of dimension to it. little pocket here, and I've just made a little collage of bits and pieces that were sort of leftovers from the kit, and I cut out her doll on the chair and made a little lacy tag, and I also used some of the little scraps of tea-dyed paper to make a little notepad there, and just cute with the little kitty on the front with her doll. They're just so gorgeous, all dressed up in their little vintage outfits. This is a page from the kit that has scenery, Italian scenery, and lots of lovely script, which the letters do have. Here we have Kitty here with her doll. She's wearing a lovely necklace too, and a gorgeous hat. And I've just put her in a little embossed frame there, and a little pocket at the back. Behind that I have a lovely old letter, Italian letter, with the Roxycreations tag, as I got a bundle of Italian bits and pieces from Roxycreations to give it a more Italian feel, I think. So this is definitely a lovely piece of Italian old book. I can't actually tell you what year it's from, and I can't read Italian, so but I can tell you it's beautiful. It's very authentic, and it has this lovely design across the top. There's an angel-winged person in there, and these beautiful beginnings of the paragraph, they put these capital letters, and they're all very elaborate, gorgeous pieces. So I popped that in there. So who knows where on the journey the cats came across that, but somewhere, no doubt. Here I've got a little sticker of some flowers with little cat washi tape, and just an old ledger page there. Yeah, and some more cat washi tape across the bottom. One of the lovely pages, which is some beautiful stamps in there, and some postage stamps as well on top. Lovely cat stamp over here. And I've put in one of those little pockets that hold lots of bits and pieces. Another one of Roxy's gorgeous tags there with a cupid, are they? Little cupid type creature. They're gorgeous. So that pops in there. I've got some little cat paw print labels there, and this beautiful Italian stamp that I just happen to have in my collection, which is really gorgeous. It's depicting the baby Jesus scene, and the three wise men, I think, who are bringing their gifts to the baby and Mary. So that's a really lovely Christmas stamp, I would imagine. Here we've got a little cutout of a cat and a mouse, and a little piece of vine ivy along the bottom here in washi tape. A lovely Italian looking stamp on the top there, just like the letters. It blends in. Here we've got Thomas Cat. He's looking very smart there with his rocking horse, and I've put him in a little oval frame as well, and another one of the lovely Roxy tags to go along with it. And I've just stenciled the background there around that, and a little bit of collaging. Over here we've got a belly band, and I've stacked some little things under that. It's just a little bit stretchy, so they tuck under. And I've just made a few collage tags here. A lovely one of Missy Cat with her beautiful dress on. Isn't she gorgeous? In another little frame. A little tag that has some vintage fabric, vintage lace, and some letter writing materials for Missy to write her letters back home, because I'm sure she'll have lots to tell about her little journey in Italy. So I just popped those all together under there, and they just fit back in with a little belly band. This side we've got some Florentine paper and I've put a little cat on the on the bottom there, which is cute, smiley face cat, which reminded me a lot of these little cats' faces because they all look quite happy in their little portraits. And that's just a flip out with a little envelope that you can tuck things in, and has another one of Roxy's lovely tags there. They are beautiful, and I've just put tea-dyed paper on the back of those so you can write on them. We have another lovely letter from her package she sent, and this one is gorgeous because it's covered in all these different coloured, well, it looks like crayon. Some's pencil, some is crayon. It's quite thick and colourful, and all these beautiful stamps on it, and it says El Presidente, so maybe the cats had an important meeting to go over there with the president and have a discussion about something, who knows. Another Leaning Tower of Pisa, and some William Morris washi tape, which depicted the very similar designs to these Florentine papers and colours. It's another one there, beautiful papers they are. So I'll list below where I get those from too, so that you can find those if you're looking. Got a little collage here, and if you flip it up, there is our little friend Thomas cat with his rocking horse, and the scenery in the background looking very charming. And I've just collaged all around that. That's a lovely little writing card to write on the back of. And up here we have Milan, beautiful building there, lovely piece of architecture. A lovely piece of Italian architecture there with Milano, it says, and I'm sure Rachel probably knows exactly where all of these lovely pieces of architecture are. Here we have a nice map of Italy, Rome, Naples, so you can see roughly where they are in the world. They have to have their map, and I've just added to the strings there some little beads and a cute little leafy Italian looking design. Over here got another one of the tags, and I think that might be a fig, I'm not really sure, but it looks like it might be. And another one of those gorgeous old vintage Italian papers. So beautiful, it feels lovely too. I don't know what kind of paper it is, but it feels really beautiful. But there, the cats have collected that somewhere in their travels. We have some more of the Florentine paper. Here we've got an old letter in blue. Lovely writing. I'm not sure what it says, but it's beautiful. So we'll tuck that back in there under the little cat paper clip that I've popped in there. Just a little garden sticker, pretty flowers, and a little tuck spot here. Another one of the pages from the kit with gorgeous Italian stamps. It's very elegant. It has all these lovely script pieces and pretty bits, and another one of the Italian tags. I've just added some calico trim to that and a pretty little birdie. Little flip out here with some more letter. Lovely letter there. Cats do a lot of writing and receive a lot of mail, obviously. Here I've got some stenciling, and that's done in just a painted stencil paint. I think it's actually called seafoam or something similar. Pretty little trim there, and of course the wine bottle. We wouldn't be in Italy without the wine bottle, now would we? And that's a very classic design too. We've got the lovely grapes up here, all the wineries in Italy. Here we've got a little stacked pocket again, another of the wine scenes here, and in the pocket I've got a a real Italian stamp there with a scene on it, which is quite pretty. Just some little playing cards there. I thought the cats might stop to play cards occasionally. Another letter that they've probably written home, which is just a cute little envelope design, because they're forever posting their mail. And that one's got a little cat stamp on it. Lovely Italian design on this. And through here we've got some pretty Italian scenery, all very vintage. And I've just put a little pressed tag in there. Very simple design, just embossed with a little bit of the washi tape there, and that's very thick vellum, that piece there, so it's transparent. Another cat stamp here, one of their relies for sure. I've just done a little bit of stitching on this corner with some fabric and some trim. Just layered up a little snippet and a sticker underneath it. Lovely page from the kit with the whole family there, all the kitties together. Thomas is doing a bit of bike riding here by the looks of it. And they're all out and about doing their thing. Gorgeous kitties. Another sticker. Lovely scene of Venice here and some pretty writing. And I've just made a little sort of pull down piece there about Venice, and you can write on the back of that, and it's got a little dictionary page underneath there. And I've added a little vellum olives there by the looks. I think they're olives, they might be cherries. And I've put a little tab on there which has a button sewn on. I've just zigzagged that across the page to make a little tab. Got a little vellum bunch of grapes down here, and over this side we have a lovely Italian stamp just nestled in the corner with some lace. Just a little snippet there, and lots of writing space here. So that is the middle. We have two signatures. We've got lovely Thomas over here and a little kitty down here with her doll. She looks gorgeous. It's beautiful. Very elegant scenery depicted around her. The architecture. A few more little vines here. And there she is. We've made a little envelope out of her there. Just a cute little envelope to put some things in. And tuck that into that little scrolly piece. Another little cat up here, and some cat washi. Another stacked envelope. We've got some little kitty paws here. We've got a little scrappy kitty stamped piece of waterfall scraps to scribble on and put notes on. Got some cute little tags in here that are just little collage ones, and a lovely one of the architecture there. We also have that beautiful tag there with the butterfly, and another tag in the back that you could write on if you wanted to, that went well with the roses. You just filled up those little spaces there with bits and pieces. These might be olives, I'm not sure. Have a lovely piece of straw paper here that was also in the collection that Rachel sent. And I saved this lovely little sticker here, made in Italy, with the little boot on the end, off my jar of sauce. I had some beautiful spaghetti sauce that came from Italy, and I thought, well, that sticker is just perfect for there. So I've added a little stamp and popped that in. I have a letter here, which is tucked in under a rusted paper clip, and it's just hanging on so tight I can't get it off. So we've got a lovely little letter there that says Milano and has an Italiana stamp on there. And that's just a pretty little double-sided Italian letter, which is gorgeous. Really lovely. So tuck that back under there. And another little snippet there, just of embossed paper that makes a nice little spot to tuck a piece. A beautiful piece of cloth there with a little face of a cat, a little kitty cat charm, and just a tiny little label, a tiny little tab there. A lovely stenciled scene here, which I thought looked very Italian with the vase and the beautiful roses. And Kitty with her doll again. So we've got a little piece of that lovely trim cloth on the edge there. Some olives here, because we know they make lots of olive oil in Italy. It's very popular. We have a nice scene here from the kit, and little Dolly, I cut her out there, little Millie, cut her out there with her flower. Here we've got a postcard and a stamp because she's sending lots of postcards, and this one is from Genova, and as it happens this stamp over here is Genova as well, so this is on the actual page from the kit, and there she is there with one of the roses on her beautiful dress. I love the subtle colour, it's just so delicate in there, it's very true to its era, I think. Some flowers, they look like cosmos, some more of that lovely digital of the Florentine paper, and a flower, another one of those little tabs I made from the ticking with the pretty blue button, and that's just some tea-dyed paper for writing on. Another page there from the kit with the lovely stamping and stamps on it, and I've just trimmed that on the bottom there with this pretty blue lace, and I've added some of that lovely seafoam colour stenciling, and in the middle we have this little fold out piece that has a tag in that side which has like a garden parterre or something like, and you can write on the back of that. A little waterfall tuck I've put under this Venice on the front scene, and some just bits of scraps that you can write on there. And down the middle again I've got that lovely little cutout of the delicate leaf, and a nut on the bottom, bead dangle. Here we've got some of that lovely trim, beautiful trim, and I'm not sure whether that one may be from Boho Daydreams or not. I can't remember now. I've got a few. And another of the Italian tags, Venetia, and I've just added a little bit of the grosgrain trim ribbon on the top of that. We have this lovely cat here, and a little tuck spot here with a bottle of wine, and a little piece of actual Florentine paper which came in the collection. It's just beautiful. It has this, you can see the gold, that's what I like about it so much, is you can see the real gold trim flicker through that, and it's so delicate. Beautiful paper. And we have Miss Kitty there again with her dolly on a chair. So I've just made her into a little oval tag, and some lovely trim there on that one. I think that may be from Witchcraft Do You Do, that one. Lovely papers, some more Italian stamps, Kitty again, the olives, a little pile of kitties here. Thomas there. She's leaning on her chair. She looks very short. And I've made a big kitty tag here, all layered up with little bits of trim and some embossed card odds and ends, and that's just an envelope there that kitty goes inside of, like that. You can just see her through the envelope, and this little kitty goes in here. We have some more leaves there. We've got a flip here, so you can actually write on that. It's just got a little bit of trim on it. Another of the lovely tags from Italy. Little kitty stamp. She's leaving a trail of paw prints everywhere she goes. The other side of the straw paper, and some more washi tape with kitties on. And we've got a lovely piece of paper here with the Leaning Tower of Pisa on, classic Italy scene on the little moped. Very cute. Another Italian stamp there, and here we've got a flip out with a tuck spot, so that just flips over, and a little collage with kitty in the middle and some Italian stamps. Just a little curled paper clip with some beads on the end, and a little collage, and you can write on the back of that too. You've got a flip spot here, so you've got more writing space there. You've got a tuck in here where you've got another little paper flip, which they're cute. So that flips back in there. And this side we have Kitty with her chair and her dolly again, and she's all decked out on this beautiful background paper, which looks very Italian. We have another letter in here, because she's so into the letter writing. Look at that. Isn't that just perfect writing? It's beautiful. It's so elegant. So that is another of their special letters. And just a stamp of rather Italian looking vines, leaves. A little feather here from a bird. And this gorgeous kitty here, kitty stamp. I think that one is a pink ink stamp. And there we have another scene from their kit with Roma and a cathedral at the top here. They have the most beautiful cathedrals, they're gorgeous. And under here we've got a postcard, another one from Genova, and a bit of lace on that. So that's just a little souvenir postcard that I've tucked. And I've just cut some out from the designs on the paper. These beautiful swirly, delicate leafy bits. It really blended in well with that. So there we are at the end of our book. So that's the back, and underneath here I've got some little, I don't know if I showed you that, on the bottom of the wine page there we have some lovely little grapes that are hanging off the fabric there, and we have in here we've got some lavender, because there's some beautiful lavender fields surrounding the wineries, and kitties are going to visit the lavender while they're at the wineries. Just a little tuck spot there. So obviously Thomas goes to enjoy his glass of wine, and little Kitty's going to see her beautiful lavender fields. So there we go. Thank you very much for coming along with me for that ride, and I will list below where that one can be found, all the little bits and pieces, and I'll be back shortly to show you another book. See you soon. Bye for now.